I arrived in the legislature in 2011, huge recession, lots of debt, big pension debt problem, and I asked to be on the pension committee. And during that whole first year, there was a series of proposed pension changes that there was a lot of political pressure to be for, and I thought they were poorly constructed. I thought they were the wrong thing to do. I thought they were unfair. I thought they would be overturned by the courts, and I opposed them. And I got a lot of heat. A lot of heat. I was pretty relentlessly attacked for opposing those pension changes in 2011. But my view was not, we don't have a problem. My view was, this is not the right solution. And eventually I came to say, all right, I got to be part of finding some better solution if that's not going to work. The conventional wisdom at the time was that even though my preference was, as it is now, to have a progressive income tax, use progressive revenue sources to fund our pensions properly, which is something I said at the time openly, even though that was my preference, the conventional wisdom was, hey, listen, we're not going to be able to get that done until there are either changes made to pension benefits or else further deep cuts to social services. And I was too quick to accept that false choice. That was a false choice being offered by self-interested people who didn't want us to do what I believed was the right thing. And I was too quick to assume, hey, I may believe that's the right thing, but we're not going to be able to do it, so let's pick the least bad of the bad options. And I regret that. I say that openly. It's worth asking who's running the attack ads. That would be J.B. Pritzker. J.B. Pritzker is running for governor. And so in the course of running for governor, he's figured out he probably ought to have some opinions on state issues. And now he's made up some opinions about state issues. But until he started running for governor, he'd only taken one position on any state issue in his entire life. One. And that was writing checks for tens of thousands of dollars to the very organization that was attacking me for opposing pension changes back in 2011. To the organization that was trying to beat me up for not being for enough pension changes. And whereas I give this whole heart-on-sleeve response about here's the struggle I went through and here's what I've learned and here's what that does for my conduct now, he just dodges the question entirely and will not own up to it whatsoever. And to me, that's a difference in character. That's about much more than just pensions. That's about who's honest about their past. That's about who learns and does better going forward, because he doesn't acknowledge that which he needs to learn from.